Oh, this is so bad. Hello guys, I am the Thomas fan here. Welcome to the Beaver Valley Mall in Monaca, PA. This was supposed to be a completely different mall video, if in fact 3 different mall videos were supposed to come out of this whole Pittsburgh trip, but only one did, Beaver Valley Mall. I was originally going to do this mall, Washington Crown Center, and Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Pittsburgh Mills Mall was a mall I wanted to go to, however this was closer to Cranberry Township, so we did it, and I did it anyways. So, anyways, let's get into the history of this mall. The Beaver Valley Mall would be built and developed by the Cafaro Company, with the original anchors being Sears, Gimbels, and Joseph Horne & Co. The mall would open in September 23rd of 1970, with Gimbels being the first anchor to open at the mall, with the rest coming later. The early 70s and the early 80s would be good times for the mall. However, in 1986, the owners of Gimbels, I'm not even going to attempt to say that name, would either sell or close all of their Pittsburgh chain Gimbels. Gimbels would later be sold to the May Company and turned into a Kaufman's, which Kaufman's had moved from downtown Rochester, PA. That store would later be filled up by Giant Eagle and Camel would later close, by the way. With the success of the Beaver Valley Mall, it would get expansions and changes throughout the mall over the years. The mall would also get a renovation in 1991, which would make it what it looks like today. I know you get to see the nice lovely floor of the Beaver Valley Mall, but if you would like to see a little bit of a better view of the Beaver Valley Mall, ERA Productions, or Exploring Retails with Andrew, has a better video on the Beaver Valley Mall. I'm just an amateur mall videographer. Yeah, go watch his video. It's better than mine. But, well, until I can do a redo of this place when I'm not filming the floor and not using my sister's crappy phone, which you can see is very blurry compared to the driving shots where we used my phone, because my phone had full storage. Anyways, back to the history of the Beaver Valley Mall. In 1995, the Pittsburgh divisions of Horne's would later be converted into Lazarus stores, as it would be bought out by Federated Department Stores. However, Lazarus would only operate for a few years and then close in 1998. Bobskov's would later fill up this Bobskov's would fill up this abandoned, empty space by Joseph Horne / Lazarus. Around that time, JCPenney would become the fourth anchor at this mall, moving from the Northern Lights Shopping Center in Economy, PA. Wallieb26 has filmed an abandoned video there / history video there, so you can go watch that video by Wallieb. The 2000s would bring a nasty surprise to the Beaver Valley Mall, as a major hepatitis outbreak would happen at the Chi-Chi's at the Beaver Valley Mall, which would later make the whole chain close. In 2006, Macy's had bought the whole Kaufman's chain, and every Kaufman's was converted into a Macy's, including this one here at the Beaver Valley Mall. In 2007, Junior Anchor / Anchor, however you want to interpret it, Dick's Sporting Goods would open at the mall. Rumors were spreading that Bobskov's would be closing their store here at the Beaver Valley Mall in 2008 due to their bankruptcy troubles at the time. However, it didn't. In June of 2015, Sears had announced that they were going to be closing Sears locations, Sears and Kmart stores. This one at the Beaver Valley Mall would later close in June of 2016. The original mall developer and builder, Cafaro Company, would later leave after seeing the decline of their mall, and Namdar Realty Group would later take over operations of the Beaver Valley Mall. Once this was known, Macy's here would later close in 2017 and would be vacant for a little while until be converted into a U-Haul and a Firehouse Subs. Sears would later be replaced by a Rural King, with the Sears Auto Center being abandoned till this day. I would have filmed it, but I was in, my family was in a rush and was rushing me around the dang mall, so I couldn't do it. Sorry. In 2020, JCPenney had plans to close their store at the Beaver Valley Mall, but later didn't, because at that time they had bankruptcy problems. In 2025, they now have bankruptcy problems. Great! I hope this mall store doesn't close, as that would be the last anchor, original quote-unquote anchor. So what are my thoughts on the Beaver Valley Mall? It's a big mall. You can still see the Cafaro Company in this, but not like at the Mill Creek Mall. Mill Creek Mall has modern Cafaro Company, where Ashtabula Town Square has early Cafaro, and this has mid-80s and 90s Cafaro in it. So there you go. If you want the late Cafaro, early Cafaro Company stuff, you go to Ashtabula. If you want the newest of Cafaro Company, you go to the Mill Creek Mall. If you want what is the middle of the 80s and 90s of it, go to the Beaver Valley Mall. Beaver Valley Mall, you get a 10 out of 10 for me. This is the first time I have filmed a mall with a JCPenney still in it. Yes, out of all the malls I have filmed, JCPenney has not been in a single one of them, which is crazy because I filmed a lot of malls and every single one of them has had no JCPenneys. But this is the first time that a mall has had a JCPenney and a Macy's in a video. However, I think we might see JCPenney around in a video. Chautauqua Mall, maybe? I'll leave you to the rest with music. Goodbye. Thank you for watching my mall video of the Beaver Valley Mall, Monaca, PA. King Light Show.